Good evening, Eco Warriors, and welcome to the first video of my new YouTube channel. I have no idea why I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do it. And yes, isn't that lovely? And let's talk about the elephant in the room. This is why you haven't seen my face lately, because I did a little chop and I chopped it a little too high. So we're gonna have to, you're gonna be seeing this face for a little bit until my bangs grow out to the length I want them to. So, welcome. This is a whole new thing. I'm doing this on my phone. I don't have any fancy camera equipment or anything. Although I do have like one of those circle lights, but guys, this is me. This is who you see on Instagram stories. So I figured this is a more fun way to see just a larger snapshot of our family in action and what we do every day on a daily basis to make this planet a better place. And I thought it would be, my husband keeps telling me, why don't you just make a YouTube channel? Everyone's making them now. And they're so silly too. Like, okay, that makes sense, but see, honey, I'm doing it. What? Isn't this what you wanted to watch? You don't want to watch Paco or whatever? Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm gonna learn how to be editing this, so or you just get like full raw unedited, because it's kind of how, God, I did such a bad job on these bangs. Anyway, I'll try my best to make it cute. But right now I'm just heating the oven because I have an easy dinner, stuffed peppers. I haven't figured out a vegan version of this, so everything about this seems vegan except for the beef part. So I'm gonna have to just test out remedies and try and make one myself. But for now, there's not really a lot of dairy or egg in this, so to me, it's safe for our family to eat for supper. Some more what, honey? Not just caramel. You can't lick the caramel out of it, honey. If you're done, we're done. Okay? Thank you for eating all of that. I'm so proud of you. Do you want the snacks there? So I wanted to be able to tell you, so I have this Pella. If you don't know, I actually have a whole bunch of stories and info on Instagram about it. But I recently, my last Lomi use was actually the third cycle, which was the like 24 hours, and you put all your composting scraps in there and it turns into literal plant dirt. So that's what I did, and that was kind of new. Some days we make enough composting scraps and other weeks we don't, so it doesn't get its like full use. But I thought that was really cool. I haven't used that setting yet from my Lomi, so that's it. It's pretty big on the counter, but we don't really have any home places to put it, so this little cabinet is like the perfect place for us to have it as its home right now. If you guys don't already know, we had our floors done and we got some new furniture when we moved back during before all the health things happening. I don't know the rules on YouTube, so I'm just gonna assume that you guys know what I'm talking about. We moved during that whole thing, so we really didn't we tried to get as much done as we could, but we finally got the main part of our house done. So we did our floors And then we had painting done, which totally made our house look like a completely brand new house. We recently just got our dining room table, so we actually have a full furnished house, I guess you can say. So I guess what I'm doing is I'm updating everybody for those who don't know or don't follow me and you just happen to see me in your feed and whatever. Yeah, you can sit right here next to mommy. I thought I'd give like a quick little cool update. So I am Lauren, and this is our, my daughter and my son is in the other room, and we live in the Midwest. We are self-made gardeners. We are eco warriors, and we love our blue marble, and we'll do anything to reduce our carbon footprint. And we show you and share with you what we do so that you guys can catch on as well through my main social media platform, which is Instagram and Facebook. So if you don't know me or don't follow me, go ahead and head on over to my Instagram, which is EcoMama of 2, and my Facebook is connected. But that's like a quick little intro for me. I work as a nurse. That's my career, but I only work 1 day a week because I am a stay-at-home mom full-time the rest of the days of the week, 6 days a week. So we are proud little eco warriors, and I'm teaching my kids to love the earth as much as we do. So what are you doing? You're so silly. So this is kind of like a nothing video. It's just kind of giving you like the tip of the iceberg out of everything that's happened. If you guys have been following me, you know, you've known me for a while and followed me for a while. You kind of know the background of us, but eventually, hopefully more subscribers will come on in and see what we're all about.
Hello, mommy. Hello, mommy.
Hey, what's your name?
Sissy.
Well, what else do we call you besides Sissy?
Me and you for Ali.
Okay, but what's your name? It starts with an F.
B.
No, it's Fiona.
B like Fiona.
Mm-hmm. F like Fiona.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm still trying to get used to this haircut. I can't stand looking at myself at times because I just chopped him off, man. What was I thinking? I know I can make it look cute, but right now I'm not in the cute mood. I just have my little 36-year-old wrinkles and no makeup and no filter. I forgot. Instagram has filters. YouTube does not. So I'll have to figure out how to do that. So dinner's in the oven. We're just waiting for hubby to come home, and then we will get done with our routine and our night routine and head to bed. And that's where mommy gets to catch up on her reading and her shows and her, you know, following her YouTube favorites. So that's what we're doing right now. I actually just finished laundry, so you guys really just get to see the normal everyday mess that happens and chaos, which I think a lot of people do share, but they share to an extent. So you're going to get an unedited version because, number one, this is my first official video. Number two, I have no idea what I'm doing. And number three, don't you want to see another mom live in chaos so that you don't feel alone? Hi. Meow, meow, meow. We're a kitty this week, so that's the animal of the week. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, thank you. You know what I can show you guys? Come with me, Fiona. You can help the camera. I don't think I shared this on Instagram either. But please mind my children's mess. But I started my sowing of seeds a little bit late, like a month late. But I was able to, I have a really neat calendar that I'm able to move when I sow my seeds, and it kind of adjusts the time for the specific fruit or vegetable that you're growing. And so I have my little greenhouse here. My husband so kindly set this up for me so that I can continue growing. Oh my God, I didn't think they'd grow that fast. Holy cow. Let me see if I can get this adjusted and you guys can see. You guys, my broccoli was not that long. Oh my God. Okay. Let me see if I can set something up. Okay. So I have, this is cabbage. They're a little lanky. I'm going to have to trim them down a little bit. This is dill. These are sweet peppers. This is broccoli. This is what I was like oogling about. You guys, look how lanky they are. I need to trim them down. On the right, well, whatever. This side is yellow onion and this side is pickling cucumber. And that's what we're going to, ooh, they need a little water. I think these guys are growing a little slow, but I hope I was able to, I hope you were able to see it. Okay. So I'm just going to see if I can like prop you somewhere. Well, that looks so awesome. Sarcasm at its best. I'm just going to give these guys a little spray. And once they get high enough, I think I'm going to start trimming these guys. Oops. No. I did some snow, what do they call it? Snow peas. You guys, those things grew in like a day. So I'm gonna just sow those directly into the garden. We have a garden in the backyard that my husband so wonderfully built for me. And I just can't wait for it. I have been like cleaning it up. I took the frost blankets off and apparently I did it too early because here in the Midwest, anything goes apparently. So if you live in the Midwest, you never know what kind of day you're going to have. You're going to have 70-degree weather and you're going to be in shorts. And then the next day you're going to be back in a sweatshirt and hoodie with sweatpants. So wow, I need to do some trimming on those guys. The timer is set on these puppies for 9 hours of direct UV sunlight, and then it shuts off. Fiona, why don't you bring your cup up here? And then it shuts off automatically. But I will show you our garden. Well, the garden right now, our garden beds. So here are our garden beds. They are about 2.5 feet by about 8 feet. And we have a composter in which we have composting worms in there. We usually have like our herb garden here, but we're actually gonna put a bed here for all my medicinal herbs right there and tea herbs. And this is gonna be specifically for vegetables and more vegetables. And then that all the way over there, I think we're gonna try and just put some pretty pollinator plants in there. And these two posts are gonna actually be, we're gonna have lattices attached to that so we can have our peas or our pickling cucumbers for pickles and tomatoes to climb up that instead of taking over a whole garden bed. So that is our little small way of minimizing purchasing vegetables from the grocery stores and just coming out in our backyard and sipping off a tomato. We actually grew pumpkins last year, which was really cool because the whole back was just littered, I mean like nicely, with just perfect pumpkins. They were canning pumpkins, but I don't have a pressure cooker yet. I only have a water bath canner. Ollie, don't do that to the door, honey. But we were able to make a really fun decorative game out of them. They decorated them for Halloween. And then what we did was we smashed them and put them in our, hold on please, put them in our compost bin and let some of them out so that outdoor, I'm talking right now. Can you please hold on? And let them be eaten by the outdoor animals, nature, to take its course. So just another way to kind of give back after Mother Nature gives to you. So what are you doing, Oliver? We're gonna have dinner soon. Why don't you go downstairs and play with Sissy? Sissy found some game to play.
No, thanks.
Okay. So that's kind of our cool little... I'm trying to think of other things to show you because this is like gonna be the garbage intro to YouTube. Isn't there an open one over there? Like the garbage intro word vomit video to you guys. Isn't there an open container of crackers?
No.
Okay, come on, then bring it. Are you gonna go downstairs and play?
No. You.
Okay. Unedited until I can figure things out. You guys are gonna hear every little disagreement there is possible. So, can you hear the ticking? Tick, 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 tick. See, I know I can make this hair look cute, but right now it's just, I'm just not feeling it. So, gotta figure it out. So, I don't know how people do this. YouTube, I don't know what people do. They just edit out all the parts they don't want people to feel was necessary to share or didn't want to share real life with, I don't know, cussing, swearing, I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, so I had talked to you earlier about like canning and stuff. I do canning, and I started it probably last year, maybe about a year and a half. So canning is just the preservation of food so that it lasts longer. And when, let's say, you're running out, you don't have that extra cash to stop and get a quick dinner, or you don't have anything for a gift for a family member. And I think it's acceptable now at my age to give food and things like that as gifts because, or like pie fillings as gifts because it's probably the best present I love to give. So I actually got from my mother-in-law a big, huge collection of ball mason jars with their lids, and I actually always wanted one of these. Yes, a real life durable canning funnel. And so what it is it's the preservation of food to have for later. So you can preserve food, any food you can preserve. It's just a matter of how to preserve it and how long it will last if you do it correctly. Again, I took a class and I have her books and I follow it to a T, and I actually have I went to a farmer's market that's actually opened all year long here where I live. And I had gone, was it last summer? I think it was last summer. And I got like 6 pounds of blueberries, like 6 to 8 pounds of tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. What else did I get? Oh, and like 6 to 8 pounds of pickled cucumbers. And I did a whole stock. I was able to get probably about 6 to 8 large ball cans of pickles, homemade tomato sauce. You can make with whatever you want. They're actually halved and the skin is peeled off. We made it amazing. Side note, we made an amazing spaghetti sauce, and I think this is the best way to have spaghetti. We added just a little bit of like gluten-free flour to kind of like thicken up the juices. We used everything. Like, we didn't dump anything. And it was the best spaghetti I've ever had. It's better than the store-bought brands that you know of. I don't know what the rules are here on YouTube. So it's better than the store-bought. And I don't think I won't have spaghetti sauce any other way. Now, we do have all kinds of stuff in the house, and my goal is to use what we have up. I keep feeling like I'm on Instagram and like my story circle is going to end soon, and then I got to stop, hit record, and then start it all over again, but I can keep talking. So side note to the side note, that tomato sauce was the best tomato sauce of my life, and I don't think I'll eat it any other way except for this way. So I told my husband that I need to borrow some cash to go to the fresh farmers market this Friday. They only have it from like 9 to 1 inside of a church, and I have got to load up on the pounds of pickled cucumbers, tomatoes, and I did blueberries last year, and I gave 2 out as a gift, which was probably the best present ever. I just put like some jute around it and with a card and said like, it was probably the best gift ever, because then they have fresh blueberries, fresh, straight from the bush. And they put it in their pie filling, and it's so incredibly amazing and so tasty and fresh. So this year I'm going to try and find one different fruit. Whatever they have is what I get usually. But oh my God, I'm going to keep doing it. And until I can save up money to get a pressure cooker, I will be water bathing anything I can get my hands on. Anything that is high in acidic. So like pickles, tomatoes, blueberry, stuff like that. Fruits. With canning, you can also, which is why I need a pressure cooker, you can make ready to go meals. So like soups, stuffing for, pot pies, like ready to go meals that you can take with you, and they just need to be heated up. And they marinate some of these, now I am not one for meats very much anymore, just because I'm kind of headed more in the veganism aspect of life. That'll be another video. There we go. I got an idea for another video. Yay! But you can pressure cook like chicken and beef, and obviously you'll cook it beforehand, but it marinates in its own juices, and it doesn't, because there's no air in there, it only sits in the preservation, like the simple water or like whatever you put in there to preserve it. It sits in those and it marinates, and it just gets better. Sit on your shelf. So such an amazing thing, and I don't know why I couldn't have done it, why I didn't think of doing this earlier. So you know what, since I'm talking about it, we'll go down. I think today's video is literally garbage. And when I say garbage, it's not unless you think that that's cool, don't follow me, but like a collection of things that has happened. So mind the messy area, but there's my little starter uppers. And then I'm going to show you, I tried to organize it a little bit for you guys. Well, I tried to organize it for myself so that you guys can see it. But let me just plug in these lights here for you so you guys can see it. Oh, maybe it's better lighting in here. Okay, so I have literally my canning shelves. So the first shelf is me trying to figure out what I'm going to do with it. So I have my medium standard size jars on this shelf. I have my larger standard mouth jars here. I do have one wide mouth jar, which is really good for bigger items. I also have ones with fresh lids that I haven't canned, or no, these I used the lids already, so I can't use these for canning. These are just for like putting things in, okay? You can't really reuse lids. That's another whole thing, but you can't really reuse lids, but I can reuse the bands when you... So I have all of my stuff here for storage. And then we also have, we're trying to get a little organization happening for our food. When we do go grocery shopping, we try and get the extras. So this is what we have extra. So we're going to try and use what we have here before. It was a lot more organized, yo. But here, I want to show you. So here is some blueberries from August of last year that I canned. And oh my gosh, it's the perfect gift. It's the perfect snack. It's the perfect pie filling. It's so good. Okay, and this is the infamous tomatoes that are probably the best thing I've ever tried, and I'm definitely have to be doing this again. Okay, so let's see if I can prep you against my rice. I know this is where our heater and water heater is so this is literally water with halved tomatoes with their skins off. Okay, and I had probably about 6 of these because one broke, but I did this in September of 21 of last year, and they've just sat here, and we used one for spaghetti last night. It was probably the best thing we ever did. All we added was gluten-free flour to thicken up the liquid part. It was so darn good. So I have 2 cans of that left. I have some extra stash of like snacks and cans and whatnot. And here's our last thing of pickles. I didn't do it as well as I wanted to. My husband and son are pickle fanatics and pickle experts, should I say. His side of the family, I think, are pickle experts. So I have to adjust my little recipe for my jarred pickles here, and I made these in August of last year, so you can see all the mustard seed and the dill seed, and this is vinegar / water. You guys, I need to figure it out. I need to organize this you know, in a way so that I can see, but we always forget to come down here to like check to see what we need. Here are a lot of nuts. I'm trying a new cashew milk when I have the chance. I need to can this up so that we don't have to worry about plastic, and I can just grab the rice when I go to the store in bulk. We're trying to use up all this stuff here. We've got some quinoa, all this, you know, regular flour, tacos. Just trying to use up what we can before. Here's my stash. Just trying to use up everything here before I start collecting in bulk and not having to have any throwaway items too. Here down here, there's some more soups. There's a bunch of navy beans and garbanzo beans, refried beans, because I'm a bean person and I'm more vegan now. I have veggie broth, some extra goods. That's kind of it. This is more of like our storage area. And sorry, I have to unplug all this stuff. And that's pretty much it. So now, after making and posting this video, where did Ollie go? Oh my goodness. You were hiding in there the whole time?
Yeah, I was under the unit.
Oh my goodness. Mommy is going to have a big headache trying to clean this room up. Why don't you guys start cleaning up little bits and pieces, and then Mommy will come down and help you. Okay?
I was under the sea.
You were under the sea. Make sure you get some air. You got to have air if you're under the sea, right?
I came out to the air.
You came up to get air? That's smart. So, well, I guess that's kind of the end of it. We're going to have some dinner. Maybe I'll post a little bit later tonight, but if not, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, what do they say? Give it a like or a thumbs up. and hit the subscribe button so that you can learn more and share with others what I shared with you here. So I hope you have a wonderful evening. Yes?
Mommy, I want some
Some what?
snacks.
Snacks? Okay. And I hope you have a wonderful evening, my fellow eco warriors. Have a good night. We'll see you later.